This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're looking at yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called DialMask that's available for free in the iTunes App Store. So you can grab it today at no cost and no risk. The app does a very, very useful thing. It's perhaps one of the better utilities that we've seen in the App Store ever, and it's actually a fantastic idea in general. But what it does is basically allows you to have a spam account for your phone itself through a sort of spam number. So in the same sense that you probably have a spam email account, I know I do, most people I know do, so too does this app give you sort of a way to provide contact information to people that you need to provide contact information to, even when, let's say you don't necessarily want to hear from them all the time, or you're afraid that they might receive, bunches and bunches of messages. This is a great way to sort of allow that communication to happen, but then also make sure that you're protected, because your personal phone number, most of us intend to keep it for a very long time, if not forever, and it's a giant pain to change it. This kind of gives you an option to sort of alter that to your purposes, but also maintain the original phone number that you have. How does this work? Well, it's pretty simple. You shop for a number, so you get $2.50 in free credit when you sign up, and then when you want, you can go in and then add some extra information. So let's say when I get a 303 number in addition to my 720 number, it's Denver. We'll do some searching. Oops, sorry, I'm in airplane mode. That definitely doesn't help. Turn that off really quick. Sorry. Did that for notifications and then didn't think about it. Search. And it's probably not going to go because I have to reset that. It's not going to know that it's reconnected. So let's try that again. So what you do is go get a new phone number. You can enter a pattern. We're going to enter an area code. A state, we'll go CO. You hit search. I've confused it. Let's try 720 instead. Let's say I want another 720 number. I've already got one set up, but we'll say that I want to do another 720. So here we go. Here's a giant list of phone numbers that I can choose from. There are, of course, just buttloads of them. It shows you what they're capable of, so phone and text, not a problem. If I wanted this number, all I have to do is tap. It's $2. Most in this app are, in fact, $2. And then it's mine, in the same way that this phone number right here is now my phone number. If you were to text this, it would text it to DialMask itself, which is pretty cool. The reason you would want to do this is pretty obvious. Let's say you have a Craigslist hookup happening and you need to buy something from someone, but you're kind of sketched out by the situation, or it's not even a fear thing. Let's just say that you just don't want your own private phone number attached to that transaction. Have them text or call this. This is the main dialer. It acts exactly like the phone does on your native iOS application. Messages performs exactly the same. So let's see, here's sorry, I crashed for a second. My phone has been losing memory recently. That's my fault. So let's use my Touch ID. This is also a nice feature. I'm glad that happened because we can show you Touch ID is involved. There's a PIN number if you want, but Touch ID we love. I mean, my thumb is always available, so I like that a lot. So if you want to check out the messages themselves, you pull it up. Looks exactly like the standard messaging app. Super easy to use. Everything is extremely intuitive. There's a keyboard. You can send messages. Not a problem. Very, very simple. And you will see that this will pop up within my messages. So there we go. Within that, recent calls, voicemails. Again, it's kind of just a basic replacement for the built-in native versions of both the dialer and the messenger. It looks just as good as the original. These buttons are nice and easy to navigate. Messages cannot be simpler. It works, essentially the same as the native options, which we like a lot. And all things considered, the application is so darn easy to use and so handy. We just love it. It's fantastic. It's a great idea. It should have been on the iTunes in the App Store a long time ago. I think it has so many practical applications. We already said the Craigslist one. We can think outside of that. I go to a lot of trade shows, and so it's handy to have a number to give people for those kinds of conversations, or outside of that, just having a business number. Let's say rather than having something complicated like Ring Central or some other phone. setting up all these different phone numbers. You can have one central number, which is your device itself, and then just have it all routed through the dialer here, or through your messages. You can have individual numbers, again, $2 for a number. It will charge you based on the account balance. These charges are pretty minimal. Like I just sent a text and it cost me, I think, a cent. So just keep that in mind. You are going to need credits, but credits are really cheap to come by. I think they come in $5 and $10 packets, and it would take you quite a while to work through those. So all in all, it's just a fantastic utility. The design is fantastic. It's equal to the native applications, very much on par. And all in all, we have no real complaints with it. So we are going to give DialMask a 5 out of 5 from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. That's all I have to say about it. So go ahead and check it out if you think you have a utility for it. Even if you just use it every now and then, it's a very handy application to have. All right, that's all I have to say. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. All right, bye-bye.